I truly believe that we have all lost the plot in some type of way. You're probably wondering, what do I mean by that? I'm gonna explain. But before I explain, there's a book that I read quite a long time ago called A Wit and the Devil by an author named Napoleon Hill. And pretty much what the book is about is somebody dies and then he has an interview with the devil. And the devil is explaining how he keeps people in certain traps and loops and ways of living that they don't truly want to live. Pretty much the opposite of what heaven is, which heaven is, bliss, euphoria, all the happy emotions, right? And what that book really highlights is drifting. The definition of what drifting is you just going about life without clear purpose. So you're doing things every day, not knowing why you're doing those things, not having a clear why, a clear reason to doing those things, not having any direction. And when I close that book and I look at the real world, I could clearly see a manifestation of that book. Now, I'm not speaking from what I see in my life, but I'm just speaking from what I observe other people doing. But when I say this, I'm not saying this to say that I haven't experienced what I'm talking about, because I have experienced exactly what I'm talking about. I have experienced losing the plot and not knowing exactly what I'm doing, honestly. Like I thought I thought I knew what I was doing, but I truly didn't. I truly didn't know why I actually wanted to do that thing that I was doing. But this could be extrapolated to a lot of things in your life. This could be relationships. This could be just money driven. Just your sense of purpose. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing the things you do every single day? We all have the same amount of hours. We all have the same amount of time in the sense of, 24 hours. I don't mean by, your lifespan, but I mean by the same 24 hours. You all have that. But how do you choose to really use those hours? Are you doing things that are in your comfort zone? Or are you doing things that are out of your comfort zone? Are you doing things that will make you elevate? Or are you going to do things that are going to keep you in the same stuck position that you were in yesterday? We all have that choice. That's the way that you lose the plot. Once again, another way that you lose the plot is not knowing who you truly are. And there's a reason, there's a lot of reasons why this happens, why we kind of lose who we are. A lot of us compare ourselves to what we see in social media, really, like what we see, and we want to take on that identity that we see on social media, not knowing that if you was to just be yourself, that's the best thing that you could ever do. Just be yourself. Be your authentic self. Not not what you have seen on social media. People are not even dressing the way they want to dress. People are dressing from Pinterest. And I didn't even mean to rhyme, but people are not even dressing the way that like the things that they actually think is cool. I see people buying bullshit every day just because it's expensive. Like, do you really like what you buy? Do you truly like it? Because I tell you right now, I would never buy no Balenciagas. That shit is ugly as hell to me. I don't care if that shit is designer. I'm never buying that shit because that shit is actually that shit look like boats on my feet. Why the hell would I want to wear boats on my feet, bro? But you will see some people buy that shit just cause it's expensive. Like, it makes no sense to me, man. It don't make no sense. But this is something I realized. Like, people are attaching their identities to what they see and what they think is aesthetic, not who they truly are. That's how you lose the plot. Another thing that I've noticed is why is like silence such a thing that we are scared of? Why are people scared to be in solitude for quite not even like a long period of time, just at least for 30 minutes? Do you know what that could do for you? Do you really know the things that you could acquire just from sitting in solitude for 30 minutes? But it don't even have to be 30 minutes. It could be like 10 minutes. That gives you so much clarity to block out all those noises and block out all that distraction that and stimulation that you were to receive if you was to be on social media or be on anything else. Everything is so stimulating nowadays, which I feel like the main objective of that is to keep us further and further away from who we truly are. Not knowing who we truly are, not being able to just sit and ask questions of what do I really want to do out of life? What do I really want out of life? Why am I doing the things I'm doing? Those three questions that I just said right now could change the trajectory of what you're doing and where you actually go. What the problem is, a lot of people don't even think to ask those questions. See, we know what to be do. We know what to do. We know what to do, right? But the thing is, actions do speak louder than words. Like saying that you're gonna do something is way better than actually doing that to some people. But I used to be exactly like that until I had to snap out of it though. I had to because it wasn't getting me where I wanted to get to. Like uncomfortability has become things that we are scared of, which makes no sense because how are you gonna grow if you're always in a state of comfortability? How will you ever evolve? How will you ever grow? How will you ever reach your fullest potential? That's another way that you lose the plot. And I'm gonna give another reason how people lose the plot one more time. And that's pretty much you chasing a dream or chasing something that you wholeheartedly have always wanted to do. Now, I'm gonna speak from my experience. I have experienced myself chasing a dream, people not supporting that dream, my relatives, even my friends. I was literally my own biggest supporter. But I found myself losing the plot to my own dream because I literally forgot what I was doing it for, which was me making music. Now, I always had a dream of being well known for my music and also getting paid for my music because yeah, like if you create something, you want that creation to be shared into the world. And I was constantly doing that. But when I first started making music, I was doing it strictly for fun. Strictly for fun. But as I grew up and I started getting older, I was seeing people get rich off of this. I was seeing people get a lot of attention just because of this. But I really didn't want that. I really didn't want all that attention and all that money just from that. But I started finding myself doing things that originally would not do. I started finding myself getting getting disappointed that I wouldn't get the results that I wanted. But it was never about the results to begin with. To begin with, it was always about me having fun. And that's when I was making my best music too, when I was having fun. Strictly fun. But I lost the plot. I believe these are the three ways that you can lose the plot. Not knowing what your purpose is, not knowing who you are, and not chasing whatever dream that you have, or forgetting why you even had that dream to begin with. Now, if this video resonated with you, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you share it with somebody, and I hope you liked the video.